Hello, welcome to the first episode of my new video blog, GreyLightning. I decided to create this YouTube channel recently during my 60th birthday. As a baby boomer reaching a milestone birthday, I started thinking a lot about the pros and cons of getting older. And frankly, in my experience, there aren't a whole lot of negatives other than the usual aches and pains you have from getting older. But there are a lot of positives, and one of the biggest to me is the free time you get to pursue the things you love. I've worked hard my whole life, and I've earned the right to channel my free time into doing the things I really love to do, and two of my favorites are making and playing. Now, I didn't wait until 60 to start making and playing. I've done it my whole life, but I've really focused on it the last couple of years. I've been pursuing these passions pretty seriously, and I've learned a lot of things, and I'm hoping that I can share those things with people, especially fellow baby boomers, and by doing so help you pursue your passions of making and playing. So what do I mean by making? I've spent my whole life pursuing traditional arts and crafts. I've done woodworking and pottery, sewing, quilting, jewelry making. I've done all sorts of things. But the last few years I've really focused on a whole set of new things I've learned by joining a community called Tech Shop. Now, Tech Shop is one of several relatively young organizations that create what are called maker spaces. And these are places where by becoming a member you get access to a variety of equipment, really wonderful equipment that you couldn't possibly afford to own yourself. As a member of Tech Shop, my making options have grown dramatically, and in the process, my inspiration and my aspirations have grown as well. This GreyLightning sign behind me here is an example of a project I made at Tech Shop. At Tech Shop, I have access to laser cutters, 3D printers, computer-driven routers, screen printing, computerized embroidery, all sorts of wonderful things. This video blog will contain how-to information for projects that use those kind of tools, but it will also talk about my more traditional activities as well. So just as in making, my playing interests have really expanded over the last 2 years, and while I still enjoy playing golf and going to the gym and working out, my real love right now is gaming, and that's both tabletop games and video games. And yes, I did say video games. And when I say video games, I do not mean Candy Crush. I mean the kinds of games that your children and your grandchildren are playing on their Xboxes and their PlayStations. The kind of games that can take as much as 40 hours for a single playthrough. Real serious video games. And one of my main motivations for creating GreyLightning is I want to try to bridge a gap, I believe, that exists between our generation and younger generations when it comes to understanding the role and the appeal of video games. I think they're one of the greatest tools we have available for keeping our brains young and strong, even as our bodies are more physically challenged. They also have to be amazingly good entertainment. By the way, the inspiration for the name GreyLightning comes from GreyLight, which is my gamer tag, or the name I use in the gaming universe. So GreyLight is my alter ego, and one of the joys of video games is that they really can transport you to another world if you'll let them. So those will be the two main focuses of GreyLightning, making and playing. I think making is important because it's about creativity, productivity, and a sense of accomplishment. I think playing is important because it's about fun and entertainment and mental challenges that will keep us healthier longer. My plan is to pass on not only how-to information, but life lessons I've learned along the way. And one of the most important of those is don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. In other words, don't let your desire for perfection prevent you from getting started or getting something done. As Nike would say, just do it. So I'm going to apply that lesson to making videos. These videos. I'm sure I'll get better at it over time, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Right now, I'm just going to get some made, I'm going to get them posted, and I'm going to try to help other people. I hope that you'll find some making and playing inspiration in GreyLightning.